Modi sir, Dr. Pansari sir, Ankur, Shikha, Harsha, they feel, yes, Royal live like a good, best school. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Director Sir, for your inspiring words. We are thrilled to have you as a part of our community, and your vision for the school resonates deeply with each one of us. Now, as we move into a very special segment of today's gathering, an interview session that will give us a deeper insight into our director's thoughts, his leadership journey, and his vision for the school. The session will be moderated by our very own head boy, Arham Dudoria, and head girl, Arisha Sheikh. Together, they will ask questions and engage in a dialogue with our director, allowing us to better understand the perspectives and expectations. I request the head boy and head girl to be here and first start with the vision and mission of the school, and then put forth questions to the director.
Utpal, you going? This mic? Sure. Yeah, hand mic hai kya? Yeah, hai? Take, no issue.
A very good afternoon to everybody present here. I am
Hello.
Arisha Sheikh, head girl of RGS, and I would like to spell out the vision of the school. The vision of RGS is to be an institution of excellence, nurturing responsible global leaders for the greater cause of mankind and a sustainable future.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Arham Dudoria, the head boy of RGS. I will be spelling out the vision of the school, and the vision goes somewhat like: the mission of this school is to impart knowledge through a sound academic framework in a conducive environment, to make the children socially and environmentally responsible, to join hands with all stakeholders to help children develop valuable skills so that they contribute responsibly in a global community.
With this, on behalf of the Student Prefect Council and the Student Fraternity, I would like to welcome Mr. Arab Mukhopadhyay, sir, to RGS. Welcome back to RGS, sir. We are truly honored to have you back. We've heard about you as the founder principal of school in 2012. So could you please tell us a little more about your personal journey in the field of education, and also what inspired you to take up on the role of the director of our school?
So, thank you. Well, I never thought that I'll be a teacher. Okay. And it was sometimes around 1990. I landed in a very different school where there is no class name like 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, very different student. The morning, all the this is students run school. There is no worker. So students come to school, they keep their bag, they start wiping the classroom, they clean the corridor. So first 1 hour they will be doing this kind of job. Then they will light the incense sticks, some flowers they will offer, and then the classes begin. So everything is done by the student. Okay, of course, food is being cooked by people because those are the young children, but the food will be served and the plate will be washed by the student. So there's a lot of learning, in it, because we have been a product of a formal school. So that's how I started my journey in Virambika, as Pansari sir mentioned. And when I was selected as the founder principal, I thought of taking them in the same time. After the interview was over, the same car, we went there. So that's how I come to know how the school can be a very different. And the second journey was in Rishi Valley in Krishnamurti Foundation. And that is also another very different school, where we discuss a lot of things of the students' perspective, how the students can reflect upon, think. Students are considered as a thinking tank. Students are not considered as a filling jar. The teacher come and put the knowledge in it. The student consult and student develop the knowledge. The knowledge is constructed inside the classroom. So those two institutions changed completely my philosophy of teaching. Okay. And then I realized this other institution is very, very few in the world. And they cater the need for only a 0.00% of the population in the country. So I went to the United Nations, UNDP, United Nations Development Project of the government of Maldives, and I was associated there as a consulting project officer for the UNDP. And working with the people, traveling all over the country, that is another perspective, how to translate those philosophy in a government school, and how can change the life of an island nation, how can make their tourism and the fishery science as their livelihood. So those are the certain institution has shaped my career. And when I met them, okay, I was working with some other institution, a very formal institution, 1946, founded by the President of India, Babu Rajendra Prasad, one of the oldest boarding school. I think some of your students' great-grandparents were the student there. You remember? Vikash Vidyalaya? Yeah. So when I joined there, so those grandparents, they came and met me. Okay. So, and I saw the passion with both of them, that they wanted to do something really different, and which inspired me and brought me here. Then, rest is history. We really created, I still love Royal. And I thought that if we can do something great with the student, and it was very, very fulfilling journey in Royal. Wonderful journey for me. Not a single moment I'll say that I regret. Okay. We have a wonderful team. We are so well-knit team. I really cherish all the teachers, all my colleagues. Each and every moment, Sushant will be knowing which song I like on which day, when it is a cloudy, which songs to be sang. Yes, that's how. Okay. So it was, I cannot imagine that the life without Royal. I'm telling you very, very honestly. And that's with the passion we have done it. And we have been pampered by sir, very honestly. He used to tell me, you don't know how to spend money. You see me how I spend money. Spend money. Don't be so conjuice. Yes, this is the word. This is a heart-to-heart talk. You will know I cannot tell a lot of things in the public. We have so many.
You can say in public also.
I cannot say, you will feel that what kind of a relation we both are having, So that's, I think, I must say with all my dignity to the owner, to the founder, that it's a Royal, it's a great.
I used to tell him it will be penny wise, pound foolish. I spend 100 crore in this campus, that school. And if you want to save some lakhs rupees, 1,000 rupees, that will be penny wise, pound foolish. Try to understand and try to spend money for the well-being of the teachers and the student of the school. Those were the days when I used to tell him.
True.
Because
So,
academicians really don't know how to spend money. They know how to save money. But I taught him how to spend money. And I still continue to teach all my educators. खर्चा करो, किसके लिए करो? बच्चों का well-being.
So those are the moments which shaped my life. And the last realization, I must say, Amrisha came, and after she graduated MBA and all, she told me, Papa, do you know what is the difference in Royal and other school? I told her, what? Royal is a wonderful school. He told, no, wonderful does not, is a vague word. Okay? So I told her, what difference? She told me, the Royal is not a school. So I told her, what is this then? She told me, you see, there are a lot of schools. Everybody teaching subjects, every student's getting good marks, getting good job and all. But Royal you go because there is a creator aspiration. That's how the good brand is created. When you buy the Louis Vuitton, you buy the Chanel, you buy the Hermes, it's not the product. It's the creation of the man who created the brand. So the way Pansari sir has made the school, that need to be spoken to the parents, to the teachers. That's a great realization, which I never realized in my life. Okay. So the dream of a person, the each and every brick every plaster, every tiles he has the tree. So that Amrisha made me realize. So that's how I lived, Thank you.
Thank you for telling us about your journey, sir. My question to you today is, given that the world is rapidly changing, what do you feel about the need for a global perspective in education today, and how do you plan to ensure that our children thrive in such an environment?
It's lovely. Okay. As you know, today it's a globalized world. Okay. It's a globalized world, and our student is not restricted only to Guwahati or Assam or India. Okay. Now today, they need to aspire that how I can be a global citizen. Right? So to become a global citizen, we need to have an international mindedness. The first word I use, international mindedness. Are you ready to be an international person? What is required? Do you value other people's thought? Sometimes you say, no, he does not know anything, he is stupid. What he is saying, do you listen? Do you value that? Do you respect that person's thought? Children need to be taught. Our children are not taught that. Our children is taught right or wrong. In between right or wrong, something can be present. That's the world. That's the need of the world today. That in between right and wrong, something is there which is more important. Our student is very good in solving problem. Do you agree? Do you agree? We all go to the maths teacher for what? Solving problem. We don't go to maths teacher to learn how to create a problem. Do you go anybody? No. Because they say, no, this teacher is not good. Why? He cannot solve the paper. Am I right? Do you go to a maths teacher to create a problem? World is looking for the people who can create problem. The guy who made the computer virus and the guy who made the antivirus, do you know who is paid higher? Who? The man who created the virus, who created the problem. Because that's how the companies spend million and million of dollars to crack the problem. So global citizens need to know how to innovate. Here problem is equivalent to innovation, the creativity. So our curriculum, when we teach, it's not the CBSE, ICSE, Cambridge, IB or something. Every lesson plan need to create an element of collaboration, element of innovation, an element to make sure the students start thinking. We do not give a chance to students to think. And that's lead to the path of becoming a global citizen. You go for an interview on any big company, you will see nobody will ask, can you do that? Can you solve the problem? They will say, are you ready to learn? They look for the people who could learn. You might have seen the recent years, the people in the tech, in the corporate giant, having lot of tension. Recently, the girl, I don't want to mention the name of the company, who got a massive heart attack at the age of 24, 26. Recently, a gentleman, he could not sleep for 42 days and he passed away. So what the student want globally? They want to think how to navigate, how to balance the workplace tension, workplace anxiety, right? Thank you.
Thank you for your response, sir. My second question to you today is, RGS has always been more than a traditional institute. How do you plan to ensure that our children continue to strive and get opportunities in fields like sports and activities too?
Well, see, this is very important that we need to do it. I was telling Mr. Pansari once, okay, and that's how we introduced the horse riding. I have a girl who was a wonderful rider in one of the school, but she was failing in maths again and again, not able to pass. And those days, we used to have the word called compartment. The child failed in maths and has to reappear the examination. But she was a wonderful rider. And that's how we thought of bringing a horse riding, which can make the people confidence. Because when you sit around 8 feet above the ground, you feel the world is mine. Okay. So now what we do, or what we have done it, we try to map the interest of the student, where the interest lies. Everybody may not have the interest to learn maths. Everybody may not like to know how the computer science work. There are students who will be like to love painting, love singing, love music, love horse riding. Once we map it, but this is a school, can I afford to do the justice if the child only learn horse riding, music, dance and get 0 in maths, 5 in English, the child will come back to school? No. As we are an academic institution, our focus would be find out the potential or interest of the child and accordingly groom it. If somebody is good in sports, major time can be given on sports, but ensure that the child get approximately 60% marks in academics and get a good college, study, and take the future in music, take the future in horse riding. So that's how we like to make a wholesome development.
Thank you, sir. As the final question, I would like to request you to share a personal message or any advice you have for us, the Royalites, as we embark on this new chapter.
Well, so I have something to speak to the student. I was going down today, I was very impressed by the mathematics exhibition. The children were explaining a lot of concepts, a lot of things. I'm really happy. But I'm sure that those are the exhibits, means those who are our best students. Always we put up the best students, okay? What is under the carpet, we don't know. But the school is known because of the under the carpet. Because the student, those who are good, wherever they will go, they are the best. Because the support comes from the parents, the support comes from the families, the support comes from the society, support comes from the school. But the students, those who make the schools, are the who? Average. The average students make the mark in life. So I would like to urge all the students, don't fear failure, rather pursue success. Once you fear the failure, you will never pursue success. That is the first message. Second, ask question. Don't feel that I may look like a stupid. Asking question is very difficult. If I ask somebody, can you frame 5 questions, you will struggle. Asking question is a great skill. Ask question. Third, develop a passion of yours. Do you have a passion? I asked many few days back, I went on school. 50% students could not tell what they have a passion. Do you have a passion? If you ask, what game do you play? Most of the students will say badminton. Badminton is your not game because you go and socialize in the badminton court. You have your own game, own passion, which you do, even if you don't ask to do it. So develop a passion. Whatever you like, feel that I like to do it, whatever is that.
Thank you for such insightful responses, sir.
Thank you.
With this, we thank you for giving us a greater understanding of your vision, and your commitment truly inspires. We look forward to working with you and collaborating with you towards making RGS even more vibrant community. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Head Boy Arham and Head Girl Arisha, for those thoughtful questions and for making this session so engaging. It's clear that our director has an open and thoughtful approach to leadership, and it's exciting to see such positive interactions already. Now, as we continue our journey of building a stronger community, we now open the floor to our esteemed attendees. This is an opportunity for everyone to share their appreciation, their views or experiences, and perhaps some thoughts on what you hope to see under the leadership of our new director. Whether you're a student, a parent or staff member, your voices and feedback are integral to shaping the future of our school. So please feel free to share your thoughts.
My parents.
Yes, I said parents. Dear parents, any one of you? Yes, Ms. Oja.
You can come here. You can come here.
Ma'am, you can come here. Okay.
You have in mind?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, please do.
By the time they'll come, another.
If anyone else has something to speak, can please come over here so that we don't lose out on time.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, sir, for inviting us as parents to acknowledge such a great discussion. Welcome, Arup, sir. It's been a pleasure seeing and hearing about it. Sir, as you were saying that you have joined in 2012, and now since this is 2025, you spoke that you want to see a change, or you wish to bring about some changes in the school. So I'm very hopeful that the way you talked, we as parents, I felt it very much that you will bring a new ray of hope to the students, because this generation is what they call the Gen Z generation, if I'm not mistaken. So keeping the mind focused and and paying attention is the main problem nowadays. It's not that I'm not discouraging or saying things, but I've seen some with my, I have two daughters here studying in Royal Global, and sometimes I see the lack of concentration, which is like maybe because of the social media or whatever. So I hope that you will bring those changes and and introduce some things which is really useful to the school. And I'm thankful for Ansari sir for bringing Arup sir here, Pansari sir for bringing, sorry sir, it just sometimes get, yeah, and for bringing sir, and with so much of devotion he has told about the earlier school. I'm very much thankful for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You make me more nervous. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Sure.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for inviting us parents here to such a grand meeting and to know what Royals is looking forward to. The best part sir spoke about today was that a child really needs to be happy to learn more. If a child is happy and coming to school, then learning will start. And Royals is making, what I feel with my daughter is she's always excited to go to school. And that's where the learning actually begins. Sir, as hope, I really hope that you'll be able to add more values to the children, because with the changing times and the teenage age the child is going through, they actually tend to lose their values, or not lose their values, but they tend to get distracted towards other things. So sir, with so many exposure of yours, with so much exposure of yours, you being to so many different schools, and the way you were saying that Rishi Valley and the school you were in Delhi has lot of other aspects. Please add some of those aspects also to this school, so that the children can develop a new and good, strong value system.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. All of you will make my shoulder very heavy now. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
कविता लेके आए हो क्या?
नहीं सर.
सभी लोगों को सादर प्रणाम।
माइक पे सर, माइक थोड़ा नजदीक ले लीजिए।
भारतीय व्यक्ति जब भोजन करने बैठता है तो रोज एक प्रार्थना करता है कि त्वदीयम वस्तु गोविंदं तुभ्यमेव समर्पये। हे प्रभु, आपकी दी हुई वस्तु ही मैं आपको फिर से समर्पित करता हूं, और उसके बाद भोजन करता है। सर को अपने बीच में पाकर के ऐसा लग रहा है कि पंसारी सर ने हमारे सर को एजुकेशन का भगवान समझ करके फिर से विद्यालय हम लोगों का सर को दिया है, और निश्चित रूप से हम लोग आगे प्रगति करेंगे। जो जोशो खरोश से हम लोग उधर शुरू में स्कूल जब शुरू हुआ था तब जो था, अब फिर से हम लोग वैसा ही करेंगे, ये पूरी हम लोग को उम्मीद है सर। एक हमारे साथी थे सर, शिव बलि,
बीच में नहीं करते थे क्या?
करते थे सर, करते थे। सर, एक हमारे साथी थे शिव बलि सिंह, एक दिन आप सर से कहा था कि सर यहाँ रोज रॉयल में रोज भाग दौड़ लगी रहती है, तो सर ने जवाब दिया कि जब तक भाग दौड़ है तभी तक आप है और हम हैं, भाग दौड़ खत्म हो जाएगी फिर ना आप रहेंगे ना हम रहेंगे।
Yes, I forgot this one. Yeah, I told him. He told me, sir, I don't get a chance to wear my pant and sir, कब भी trouser खुल नहीं सकते आप, मतलब फिर हम बुला लेते हैं आप, तो बोला ये भागदौड़ नहीं रहेगा तो हम भी नहीं रहेंगे, आप भी नहीं रहेंगे. Yes, so I think he remembered this one. Thank you so much for remembering.
You were there when Arup was here?
Last part I was there. I taught Amrita also.
Yeah, he taught Amrita.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Chairman, sir. Our respected Director, sir. We're looking forward to work with you with new energy out there. We have been doing so for these days, but there'll be a new way, new direction, which we are looking forward, and you'll get the full support from all the teachers out here. We're very happy to have you here, and thank you so much for joining the institution again to show us a new way or a new direction so that we can take our school to the greater heights. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Arup. Thank you.
Thank you, dear parents. And I can already see many of you just wanting to ask questions, but I believe we'll be running short of time and we should wind up the program now. So I take a moment. जी, sir.
As a concluding remark, I will just say a few words, which is a kind of expectations under the new direction, new leadership. While I have spoken enough, however, I will also like to add. But before that, Arup, I will not loosen my pocket like earlier, because now you have learned this Louis Vuitton and Chanel, etc., which you are not knowing those days. I am afraid. So anyway, because moving across beyond the domestic boundaries, he has learnt about Louis Vuitton and Chanel. You heard him saying that? Anyway, go on doing that. So, as one of the parents said about destruction, and we also know about the depression and kind of things which are happening under the new kind of philosophy, there are 1, 2, 3 more important things which you must take care of. One is counseling session. We have our permanent counselor. We have part-time counselor also. But counseling session is a part, and it should be integral part of our day-to-day kind of syllabus or teaching learning process, because that is the call of the day. You have seen what kind of things students are doing, and they are depressed, and even parents are suffering. So that should be a regular activity in our school. Secondly, while this I am talking about the counseling as such for their well-being, we will also like to set up a career counseling session, which I was talking for the last 2-3 years, but that is not really happening. We should have a permanent career counseling session where our students sooner can go and discuss about their future ideas, where they can be directed on the basis of their potential as to which career they can choose. And for that matter, we need a very experienced person who can guide them, the students, the moment they go to class 8 or 9 or 10, so that sooner they can pick up a particular career. Alumni Connect, since by now we have 8 or 9 batches of students passed out, so you have a big number of alumni. So we should have a great alumni club, and we should have good connection with the alumni, because they are the brand ambassador of the school. So soon we should have a Alumni Connect director of the school who can connect all the alumni. You have a lot of programs for the alumni. You should send messages about whatever activities is happening in the campus. So that will be a good thing for our present students to have interaction and be motivated by seeing the students, not that they didn't score much marks, but they are placed. They are when places, they must be the CEO of some big companies, they must be big industrialists, they must be doctors, they may be bureaucrats. So once the students, present students will be connected with the alumni, they will be motivated. So from that point of view, it's very important that we should have a Alumni Connect director. So with these concluding words, once again, all the best to you, and thank you very much.
As we approach the conclusion of today's formal program, I'd like to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude. This event has been a wonderful opportunity to connect, share, and look forward to the exciting future that lies ahead. We appreciate the effort and commitment of the board members, teachers, parent, our school prefect, and all of you for making this a success. Your presence and support are what makes our school such a vibrant and thriving community. As we look ahead to the future, we are excited to continue working together, guided by a strong leadership team. So let's stay engaged, collaborative, and committed to excellence. Before we conclude, we'd like to capture this special moment with an official photograph, group photo. We invite our new director, the prefects, members of the senior leadership team, and our board members to join the director for a photo. So I think here only we can do it. Yes. We can all move